Hey guys, good morning. Last week we talked about what birds that you can expect to see first whenever, in the Florida Keys for migration. We talked about a few early migrants. We are already starting to see a couple trickle in, like the black and white warbler, the yellow-throated warbler, and barn swallows, just as we expected. But when can we expect to see raptors? So I know we have a lot of raptor and falcon fans. Hawks, raptors, falcons, falcons are a different category of raptor, and then we've got I think they're called aceptors and buteos or stuff like that. So today we're going to talk about falcons. We'll talk about the regular hawks in a separate video, but we're going to start with everybody's favorite, the Peregrine Falcon. So I'm on the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, allaboutbirds.org. This is a great resource to learn about birds, bird ID, and stuff like that. You can get a lot of information from here. So we're going to take a look at, what they look like and when we can expect them. So, all right, so this is the Peregrine Falcon. We're going to look at a few photos of this bird. You're going to often see it soaring in the sky. You may not always see it perched, but depending where you live and depending on your landscape, you might find it perched. I know a couple of our friends in my Facebook group that live in Key West. I know one of them, she lives where it looks like maybe she's on a balcony, and it overlooks some mangrove and some tropical hammock forest, and she gets a lot of hawks perched where she's at. And then where I used to live, I lived on a tower, and I didn't live on a tower, I lived near a tower. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, so I lived near a tower, and I used to see a lot of peregrine falcons, ospreys, different types of raptors perched on the tower in front of my old house. And then there's also some snags where I live now, in the forest where I like to go birding, one street behind me. And I see a lot of falcons and raptors perched on the snags up high. So if you're going to find them perched, that's where you're going to see them. Otherwise, you're going to see them soaring, in different areas, hunting and things like that. So, so this is a peregrine falcon. You see how they can kind of look a little bit different, adult to juvenile. Let's see, this is a juvenile. I've seen these, and I've also seen the adults that look a little bit different. See, you can, the black, it's almost like a mask or a helmet or both, kind of, on top of the head here, and that beautiful pattern down below. You can almost always kind of spot them like this, so here's a juvenile, and then I don't know why my computer's it's lagging and being slow. There we go. This is an immature, so you can kind of see how they look. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look at that. You can see them soaring here. They're very, very fast. I do have a video separately just on the Peregrine Falcon. If you want to know some more facts about it, it's the Peregrine Falcon, fastest animal in the world. So I've got that on my channel too. So yeah, so you know what it looks like. They're pretty unmistakable. You might be able to mistake them with other raptors, but they're not very small. They're a larger falcon compared to the other falcons. So let's take a look at when we can expect to see them. Okay, this is a tool on eBird. I really like this tool. This is the weekly animation tool, and this is for the Peregrine Falcon. So as you can see over here, this is August 31st. So if we zoom out a little bit, all right, let's go to today's date. So let's see, July 27th. Okay, so as of today, they're all up here. You can see most of them are up here, so you're not going to see them right now. And then they're over here on the west coast, and up here north, they're in breeding, and way up here. Ooh, wow, look at that. Where is this Nunavut? I don't know. I don't know where this is at. But yeah, look at that. They're all the way out here. And if you actually zoom all the way out, they are quite abundant throughout the whole world. Look at that. Did you know that the Peregrine Falcon was all around the world like this? Well, they are. So even down here, look at that. South Africa, all that. So as we follow them into migration time in South Florida, all right, let's watch them as they start to come down. All right, we're gonna go through August. So we're still not seeing them yet in August. We're gonna start to see them maybe August 31st. So they're just starting to come down into the very first week of September. Now watch this. Alright, as we head into September, oh, look at that. Where's this, guys? This looks like this is right around maybe Curry Hammock State Park. So they're really starting to see them. Even first week of September becomes even more. Look at this. In the Marathon and Long Key and Curry Hammock State Park, this is a great place to see peregrine falcons. So if you really want to see one, look at this. September 21st, okay, September 14th, September 21st are getting quite abundant in these areas. Oh, look at that, September 28th, they are very abundant throughout the Keys. October 5th, even more abundant throughout the Keys and South Florida. Look at this, all along the coastline. So look how they migrate. Look at the flyway for these guys. They're going to be heavy along the coastlines, west coast and east coast of Florida, and quite abundant through the Keys. Okay. Now, this is the heaviest week of peregrine falcon migration. October 10th and 10th through 12th. This is usually the day that they do the Hawk Watch will do an event. The Florida Keys Hawk Watch will do an event between the weekend of the 10th and the 12th, and this is like the heaviest raptor days. So they haven't done it in past years due to COVID, but I don't know, maybe they'll bring it back this year. I've really wanted to go to that event. I haven't been able to go. They had a couple years ago in Fort Zach down here in Key West. And then Curry Hammock is a good place. So all throughout the Keys, this is a great week for raptors. This is really a big raptor week. So this is the days that you want to be outside looking for them. All right, still pretty heavy. October 19th. Still, starting to back off a little bit towards the end of October and almost into Halloween. But look, they're still pretty abundant here in the Middle Keys. They're still flying through this area. They're going directly through. Look at that. Throughout all of the rest of Florida, they're not as abundant. Pretty much here is your spot. So the Middle Keys, Curry Hammock, that's the place. So November 9th, they're already starting to leave. Still a few, and then the rest of them through November, December, they're gonna kind of, head out. But you can still find a few here and there. They're gonna hang around. Some are gonna winter here and hang around. And then you can see they're really starting to leave late January into early February. They're really almost gone. Look at that. There's barely any left. So then they're going to just kind of stay a few in the lower Keys. So by March, they're kind of then they're moving. There's a few moving through into April, and pretty much gone by May. Okay, so that's for the peregrine falcon. So your best days are going to be, let me go to September. You're going to start seeing them right around September, late August, early September. You're going to start to see them becoming very abundant through September, in most abundant October, and then they back off into November. So that's for the peregrine falcon. Okay, so the next one is the Merlin. This is a smaller falcon. You may think that they look similar to the peregrine. I mean, if you see the size difference though, when you see them soaring, this is much smaller than the peregrine falcon. You see the coloring, you he's got the black on his head, but it's different. The Merlins are more brown, I feel like. They have more brown in them. See, the ones that I've seen look like this. You can kind of, yeah, you see perched up on a snag. I find the ones that look like this. They're much smaller. They're more brown. Some of them are darker here. You see they're a little bit more brown colored. Oh, okay. You'll also find them perched on snags. See, this is a female immature prairie. This is an adult male. This is an immature female. See, soaring in the sky with the coloration, you might not really know whether it's a peregrine or a Merlin, but if based on size alone, you can tell this is much smaller. So you're gonna want to look at kind of the size, and when you see these birds, see, look, and they're much smaller. I mean, you might not notice, but you know they're falcons just because of the wing shape. So this is a male Eurasian. This is a female. This is an adult male. Oh, this is a different type. I haven't seen them that look like that. I've seen mostly the ones that kind of look like this, and the ones that look like this guy here. This guy. I've seen this kind. I've seen the ones that look like that, the ones that look like this, and this. This is mostly the ones I've seen in the Keys. Okay, so when can we expect to see the Merlin? The Merlin is also just about the same time as the Peregrine Falcon. So if you go back a week, they're not here late August, but they are here early September in small numbers. So not quite as much as the Peregrine is in Curry Hammock area down here. But mid-September, you start to see them in more abundance at Curry Hammock. I need to start going here more. I need to visit Curry Hammock every weekend in September, October. I think I need to do that. I'm always going to the Everglades, but maybe I need to do that. Okay, September 21st, quite abundant through the Middle Keys. Even more abundant throughout the upper and middle Keys, September 28th. October 5th, even more. October 12th, look at that. This Curry Hammock area. Man, I'm telling you, this is the spot. This is the spot to see raptors. October 12th, this is the day. More abundant all throughout the Keys. October 19th, still pretty good. Starting to lift away. October 26th, but still abundant here in the Middle Keys, still passing through. Look at that. See, look at their flyaway. It's a little bit different than the Peregrine. The flyaway for the Peregrine was very heavy down the east coast and down the west coast, but the Merlin, it looks like it's going all through Florida. I mean, they're just all through. Let's go back to the most heavy time. Let's go back to October 12th. Yeah, I mean, right down here is the biggest abundance. Look at that. Alright, so let's go October 19th, October 26th, November 5th, or November 2nd. Yeah, but see, they're still pretty abundant down here. And they're still kind of throughout Florida. Lifting off by late November. And some do remain through December. And then January, they're pretty much gone. Look at that. They have gone. By February 1st, they're out. They've already left. They're already out of here. So they're already heading back to where they're trying to go. Yeah, so you're not gonna see a heavy here we go. Yeah, raptor migration is a little bit different than songbird migration. Alright, so and the last falcon is the smallest, the American Kestrel. And this is also the most colorful falcon, as you can see. So these do vary a lot, male to female. And you're also going to find these perched high in the Norfolk pine, up on snags. You can find these on, the telephone wires, electric wires and poles. These are pretty abundant through winter in the Keys. You're going to see these guys quite a bit. So this is a male. you're gonna see this grayish blue almost color with the striping brown on the back, or it's not quite a brown, it's like a red rusty brown, and they've got that beautiful spotting in the front, and you see they've got that same like Hawkeye stripe, I call it, or something. They've got that same little stripe around the eye like other falcons do. And the female is much different. She's very light, she's lighter. Her feathers, look how fluffy her feathers look. And she's got that striping in the back, and then she's got the gray on the head, but not on the side like the male does. You see how different the male and the female look? So, and then they're very small, almost the size of a dove. And you can see the shape of the body is different. You can see the striping on the eye. The tail is very long compared to the Merlin or the Peregrine Falcon when you see them flying. And if you see them from down below, you see how they flap and they just look different. If you really observe different falcons, they just look completely different when they fly. See how they look different down below? They've got that buffy on the bottom with that beautiful falcon speckling, or whatever you want to call it, striping pattern on the wing. So they look much different. See, and look at that, very colorful falcon. Beautiful, beautiful, teeny tiny falcon. If you see it from far away, you might just think it's a dove or a bird. But yes, this is what they look like. They're very small, unmistakable. If you know what they look like, they're very tiny. Let me go back. This the Cuban. See, I've heard that in Big Pine that we've had the Cuban version, but I don't think I've seen one. But some people say that they are there. Okay, so when can we expect to first see the American Kestrel? Alright, let's go back. Okay, as early as, this is a little bit earlier falcon. And let's see, as early as, let's look at where they are. Alright, by August, they're already heading down. August 17th, they're heading down through Florida. August 24th, they're on their way. They haven't quite made it yet to the Keys. August 31st, they are just barely coming. And by September 7th, see, they're still around the same time, but see, they're starting to come down, starting to see the American Kestrel. September 14th, boom, curry hammock, always. Right there, you see, you're gonna see them more, but September 14th, they're already starting to come down, and September 21st, they're getting more abundant through the Middle Keys. September 28th, there we go, they're really starting to show up. Honestly, I feel like I've seen them earlier than this, but I don't know, I'll have to observe this year. I have to look at my birding notebook, I don't remember. Okay, August 5th, very, very abundant. And look, the flyway is also different than the others. So they, looks like they travel down through the middle of the state versus heavy on the coastline. Okay. So heavy still here in Curry Hammock area and down here by Fort Sac and Key West. Heavy through the Keys. October 19th. Oh, this October 12th day, of course, is a good day. But you can really find them all throughout the Keys. You don't even have to go to Curry Hammock to find one. They're in my neighborhood all winter long. Okay, and October 19th. Heavy through the Keys and South Florida. October 26th, same. November 2nd, November 9th. November 16th, they start to go a little bit. November 23rd. Still, you can still see quite a few down here in Curry Hammock. November 30th, and these will continue in winter, all throughout winter in the Keys and in Miami, Homestead, Everglades, all of that. You're going to see them continuing through the winter into January. Let's see when they start lifting off. February 22nd, March. Yeah, they're still here in March. They don't leave as early as other falcons do. March 29th, they're still here. April, they're still here. yeah, I would say probably around April they do start to leave. That's what I've noticed. And they're gone by May. Yep. So, alright, so this is when you can start to notice falcons showing up in the Keys and in South Florida. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout. I want to know when you guys find your first falcon here in South Florida or in other parts of Florida. Oh, look at that. Looks like they stay in Cuba. Mostly. Yeah, they do. Do that, and in the Bahamas. They like the islands. I do too. So let me know when you guys start to see your first falcon in Florida here or in South Florida, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we're going to continue tracking migration all season long. Thanks. Bye.